If you see another person that looks identical to you, run away and hide.
Hey.
As you can see, we finally got a new Dragon Ball horror episode. This one is all surrounding the Brief family and Vegeta. We are on Dragon Ball The Others, episode 13, and right now we see that Vegeta is finally being confronted by baby Vegeta, but he does not recognize him, doesn't know him, and thinks that all this is other family members playing games, or maybe Bulma creating some sort of weird training exercise for him or something like that. But remember, the others, they are here to replace the canon characters that we have in the storyline, and whenever they're around, they take away the strength from the main characters. So let's see how Vegeta fares here.
Doうした? 何?
I love the fact that Vegeta's first instinct is to fight these guys, where everybody else was kind of just extremely freaked out as to the fact that they're getting attacked by these creatures. Gohan really is the only one that locked in to defend his family. Vegeta's just having fun. He transformed to Super Saiyan. His power is not sucked out of him yet. And this guy, I mean, even if it's the others, even if it's baby Vegeta in base form, so he's not transformed. Makes sense why he can't touch Vegeta. And it's also a Tuffle in Vegeta's body that's now transformed into this horror, so he's not going to know how to use it, and he's not trained to fight at all. The fact that Vegeta still thought that this was a training thing that Bulma had cooked up, and once he realized that not only A, it can go Super Saiyan, B, it's stronger than he realized, C, it looks like finally the effect of him removing the powers from the main villain, from the main heroes, which is Vegeta and Super Saiyan, finally has taken effect. And as we can see here by the earring, we have Vegeta who knows Ultra Ego in this state. This is really interesting. And then on top of that, we also get Vegeta saying that Bulma's not like Gero. Like, why would she create this android? He thinks it's an android. Why would she create this? No, she's not like Gero. The connection between Bulma and Gero is so interesting to dive into, because all it takes is for Bulma to lose Trunks or to lose Bola to a war or something like that, where then she starts recreating androids. You know, she goes down the dark path, and I think that's really interesting that they even had the foresight to mention that here in this episode. All right, we've clearly come a long way from the first couple episodes, because this is almost like a full animation where we see just the best artwork here, very similar to Prime Yamamuro, and we see it in Vegeta's transformation, the fighting technique, the fighting ability. Everything is just so crisp and so clean. I absolutely love this episode so far. The fact that Vegeta can go into Super Saiyan Blue, not realizing that the power is being sucked into baby Vegeta, is actually really interesting to dive into, because we haven't seen any of the other characters really like power up to that extent, besides maybe like Gohan. And then we have Copy Vegeta, which ironically is the only episode of Dragon Ball Super that I've never watched. I've never seen any of the Copy Vegeta filler shit, because I did not like what I remember looking at it, and it was like a preview or like the next episode. Didn't go into it, but I think he looks pretty interesting here, and I don't think he's dead from what Vegeta just did. But it looks like we're about to get Vegeta transforming into Ultra Ego, which is going to be insane. Well, that was as useful as the Ultra Ego transformation in the Super manga, because it did absolutely nothing. I'm gonna need somebody to explain to me what a Deadite is, if that is what the creature that mimicked Vegeta, the copy Vegeta, is that what they're called, Deadites? Because I was a little bit lost with that. I mean, I could tell maybe it's a possibility that Vegeta blasted him and that's why he looks like that now, but let me know in the comments. I have no idea. Okay, I love the fact that Vegeta was not falling for that. That thing does not look anything like Bulma. It looks exactly like the creature that was in the car. And for a second, I was like, oh my god, are these creatures like morphing with the main characters, and that's why they look kind of like that? But I'm hoping that this is just a creature and Bulma, the real Bulma, safe and sound somewhere else. And I'm glad that Vegeta did not fall for that. But I love seeing Vegeta flip the fuck out for his Bulma and him. Like, this whole scene is extremely powerful. If you don't remember, Bulma gets blown up, her car gets blown up because the other is in the car with her, and he makes it crash, or she makes it crash, and it blows up. So that's what happened maybe like 4 episodes ago. It's been a while that this has happened, but yeah, that's cool that we're finally getting the connective tissue, everything going back to basically a centralized story here. Damn, that was tough. So it's still inconclusive if that is the Bulma that we know, but now I'm thinking that may be after his reaction and her reaction. If she got burned up, it makes sense that she would look like that, but the mouth and the other side of her face looks very demonic, just like the other from that made her car flip over. So to me, I still think there's a lot of questions that need to be answered here. With Dragon Ball Horror, they always leave some sort of Easter egg, or they leave some sort of cliffhanger. So we'll see what happens next. But yeah, it's great to finally be back in Dragon Ball Horror in 2025, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.